In this video, I will demonstrate how to look up values in Excel. So let's say I want to create a different column where I'm just having the different programs. Let me Control C, and then I will paste it here as values, and I can keep the formatting. Keep the original formatting. So I will make this a little bit bigger so we can see what's going on, and then I will add newborns here too. So I'm copying Control C, and then I'm getting to the cell where I want to go, and I'm doing Control V. Okay, so now I have these programs, and I want to be able to look up, say, what is the average length of stay from this table for these programs. So what I want to know, I could just copy things easily. Let's say I could just do this, right? And I could do this, which means equals to, and then I will be reading the value from this cell. So J18 should have the value of cell E21. Again, to show you how I did it, so I went to the cell, I pressed equal, and then I pointed to the cell from where I want to read the value. So now the cell J5 will have the value of E5. But let's say I will be doing some sorting, and maybe I will change the order in which these cells are listed. So I don't. So I want to be able to look up the average length of stay, and I cannot guarantee that the order of these will be the same. So there are functions that are used for addressing in Excel, and one of these functions that's used for addressing is something called match. The match function works as follows. So let me show you. I'll do match. The first, it has the lookup value, so I'm going to look up, in this case, the word medicine. Then it has lookup array. I'm going to look it up here. I'm giving it an array where to look things up. And then what kind of match. So I want to find the word exactly, so you can say exact match is 0. So I'm going to, so what I'm doing now is I'm looking up in the array A4 through A23, so it's a column array. I'm looking up exactly the row where the text 01 space medicine is found. So again, I want to find in this array, in this column array, the row that has the exact text. That's the text now in cell I4, and it reads 01 medicine. So I can put this in here, and I should have 1, and I actually don't need any digits because it's going to be the number exactly. And recall, if I just drag this down, then what will happen is that this whole area will get dragged down by one row, and I don't want that to happen. So I always want to refer to the same rows. So I'm going to fix the row numbers here. A4, so the 4 and the 23, I'm fixing those. So now as I drag my formula down, it will always be referring to the same column array. So this is attending physician program. This is which row has the data, and I can use wrap text, and I can even merge these cells to have more space. So that's merge and center, which row has the data. And if I want to change the format, I can do that as well. I'm not going to bother with it now. So I know which row has the data, and now I can read, let me copy this again, average length of stay of month. I can read that, and here I will use a different function, a function called index. So the way that function works, I give it an array, and if it's, so here I'll use this array. And if it is a column array, then I give it the row number. So the row number will be from here. again, I cannot, so it's reading the right number. Again, if I don't adjust to always use absolute addressing, then the array will slide. So I go back here, I will adjust the addressing, and I will move that this way. And if I want to change the number of digits, I can do that. Okay, and I can center it. So I used here the match and index function to look things up. Now, why did I do this? The next thing that I want to do, for example, is sort the lengths of stay. Now I want to reorder this data by the length of stay. So the shortest length of stay, let's say I'll want at the top, and the longest at the bottom. So let me select this area. I'll go to data, sort, and I want to sort by column K, and I want the smallest to largest. Okay, and now we can see that now my I have the data now resorted, and the value at the top is the one that has the shortest days in the hospital, and the value at the bottom is the one that has the longest average length of stay. So again, to do the sort, I went to the data ribbon, I clicked on sort. Let me do this again, I can change the order. So I went to the data ribbon, I clicked on sort, I selected which column I want to use in sorting, so the column was length of stay, and what the order I wanted to be, smallest to largest, or I can change it now, largest to smallest, for example. And the sorting has been redone. So we looked at using the match function to find the row in which the data is stored for a particular key value. Then we used the index function to look up the data in that row, and we looked at the sort to reorder our data.